wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom on yet another spectacular cloudy morning. Today is a good day. Today is a fantastic day. And it's a special day because you get to see my hair today. You haven't seen it in a while. And if you didn't know, obviously I got a haircut. I don't look the same as I used to. And the energy is shifting. The energy is changing in a massive way. And I hope all of you are doing well. I hope all of you are feeling yourselves on this day, feeling the energy on this day, feeling the energy every single day. That's really what it's all about. It's about feeling the energy, not just in every single day, but in every single moment, focusing on the present moment, focusing on the way that you are feeling in this present moment. That is what will allow us to grow. That is what will allow us to level up, ascend in consciousness, ascend on this journey, and be our greatest versions. So this is a very special day. Okay, today's a very, very special day. If you do not know, Saturn has officially entered a new zodiac sign, and it happens to be Pisces. Okay, Saturn has entered Pisces. Saturn has left Aquarius and has entered Pisces, and I've been looking forward to this day for a very long time. Okay, if you don't know, for me, Aquarius is where I have a lot of my planets, and whenever Saturn is transiting a sign where you have a lot of planets on your birth chart, that is usually a very challenging period, a very testing period. Also, when Saturn is square to certain planets or in opposition to certain planets, that can be challenging as well. But I have Mercury, Neptune, Uranus, and the Sun all in Aquarius. And Saturn, the past 2.5 years, has just been hitting all of those planets, hitting all these energies. But today's a good day. Today's a new day. Today's a new energy because finally Saturn has entered Pisces. Finally. Okay, we're going to be talking about it in this video. As you can tell, I'm very pumped up. I'm very excited for this day, March 7th. Boy, it's a good day. I've been very pumped up today, very excited for this new energy of Saturn and Pisces. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be speaking about it. We're going to be speaking about some things to look out for, some challenging things that might come up. We're going to be speaking about the overall vibe shift that is going on currently. Can you guys feel it? Can you guys feel the energetic shift within yourselves? I can sure feel it. The energy is changing. The energy is shifting in such a massive way. And it's time to tune in to the energies. It's time to go within. And that's honestly what we should always be doing. We should always be tuning into the moment, tuning into ourselves, because then we can feel these subtle energetic shifts, like Saturn shifting into a new sign, or any other planet shifting into a new sign, or solar flares that are coming down from the sun, or eclipse season. We can tune into all of these energies when we tune into ourselves. That's why I always say, tune into yourself, focus on yourself, meditate, focus on your energy, and come out in nature every single day. But today we're talking about Saturn and Pisces. Saturn has officially changed signs. Okay, it has left Aquarius and has entered Pisces. And what does this mean? Okay, Pisces is a mutable water sign. We're going from air to water here. Now, this is a giant shift. As you know, air is not much like water. Yes, what they have in common is that they both flow. They both flow. That's about it. That's about all that air and water have in common. But we are shifting densities quite a bit. Okay, air is very light. As you know, air is very light, and water is a lot heavier and more solid than air. So the energy with Saturn and Pisces is going to become a lot more dense. It's going to become a lot more fluid, right? Because in my opinion, water is a little bit more flowy than air because you can actually see and witness the flow of water. So it's going to be flowy, it's going to be highly spiritual, highly energetic. It's going to be a lot more dense, like I said. And the thing about Saturn, the main thing about the planet Saturn is that it brings up the challenging aspects of whatever zodiac sign that it is in. I'll repeat that because it's very important. Saturn brings up the challenging aspects of whatever zodiac sign that it is in. So let's talk about Aquarius. When Saturn was in Aquarius, what happened? We saw lots of fear around the system coming up. We had COVID-19, we had pandemics, social distancing, right? Aquarius is a very social sign, a very humanitarian, societal, collective sign. And we saw lots of challenges in that area in the years 2020, 2021, 2022. We see technology on the rise as well. That was a big theme with Saturn and Aquarius. And we see lots of challenges around society, around human connection, right? Big thing that I noticed coming up in the past few years is how disconnected humans have become, unfortunately. And that's a big Saturn and Aquarius theme, is being disconnected, having trouble in social situations. It could even be social anxiety. It could be struggling to communicate with your fellow human being, struggling to connect with your fellow human being. Now for Pisces, that's not much of a problem. Pisces is all about connection. Pisces is all about human connection, coming together, being together, loving each other. It's all about that. So the challenging aspects, however, with the sign of Pisces are quite different than the challenging aspects of the sign of Aquarius. So these are some of the things that we might expect in the coming years with Saturn and Pisces. Now I also want to say Saturn takes 2.5 years to go through every zodiac sign. So for 2020, 2021, 2022, Saturn was in Aquarius. Now, for the next 2.5 years, Saturn will be in Pisces. So these are long transits. That is why this is such a special day. This doesn't happen every day, guys. Okay, Saturn doesn't enter a new sign every single day. It takes a long time. Saturn is the planet that represents slowness, very slow planet. Time, Chronos, is also represented by the planet Saturn. Time, slowness, also being very wise. Saturn is a very wise planet. Saturn knows many things. Saturn has been through a lot, okay? So Saturn and Pisces, the challenging aspects of the sign Pisces. What are some things that we can expect? When I think of Pisces, obviously it's immutable water. It's a very spiritual sign. It's a very intuitive sign. It's a sign that's actually very hard to pin down onto one spot because it's immutable water. You try to grab onto water, you try to grab onto the fish, and it just slips out of your hand, right? You can't quite pin it down like you can with Virgo. Opposite sign is Virgo. You can't quite pin it down. So Pisces, very spiritual, very watery, very emotional, very changing, very mutable. It's a mutable sign. It loves to change. I'm a Pisces rising. 1 second I'm feeling amazing, and the next I'm feeling super depressed and thinking about lots of crazy things going on in my mind. So that's Pisces, okay? Pisces, again, very intuitive, spiritual. So some of the challenging aspects with Pisces can be getting overly emotional, going too deep in your head, right? Imagining scenarios, getting stuck in a lot of fear and anxiety, imagining things that aren't even real. Pisces represents the imagination. And the negative, challenging aspect of this can be imagining things that aren't real, imagining your fears. Fear can come up. Being overly dreamy, being overly spiritual, letting go too much. Okay, you can actually let go too much. When you're lacking that Mercurial, Virgo, analytical quality, you can actually let go too much and sleep all day and get too lazy, right? So being lazy can be another thing with Pisces. Challenging aspect, overindulgence can be something with Pisces that I've noticed as well, because Pisces, okay, the planet that rules Pisces is Jupiter. And Jupiter doesn't have any limits. Jupiter has no limitations. Okay, Jupiter is the planet of growth and expansion. So that's why overindulgence can be a problem with Pisces. Pisces sometimes doesn't know when to stop. This can be with food, this can be with binge watching movies, this can be with anything. Okay, Pisces doesn't really know limits very well. Now this can be a beautiful thing when Pisces can, when it's directed in a positive way, this can be a beautiful thing, right? But it can also be a negative thing. So that's what we're going to want to watch out for with Saturn and Pisces. Now, Saturn is, like I said, Saturn is the sign of limitations. Saturn is the sign of constraints. Saturn is the box, the matrix, okay? Saturn represents how, the blood flow in our bodies. If we didn't have skin to hold in our organs and blood, we would just be a mess. So that is the very reason why we need constraints. We need limitations. That's why Saturn isn't all bad. You need certain amounts of constraints and limitations, right? You need traffic lights. You need roads to get places. This is why Saturn isn't all bad. You can represent constructive, positive things as well. So with Saturn and Pisces, again, this is a whole shift in energy. This is a whole different vibration. I want to wish you all the best for the Saturn and Pisces transit. We can expect a whole new energy to come into this planet, a whole new energy. We are shifting from air, analytical, air, thinking, mind energy to watery, intuitive, emotional, spiritual energy. So it's a huge shift. It really is a huge, ginormous shift, and it's why I've been looking forward to this transit for so long. I've been looking forward to it because, again, I have so many planets in Aquarius. Saturn has been going through them all, hitting them all, activating them all. And to be honest with you, it hasn't been an easy past 2 years in my life. It has been a very constructive past 2 years in my life. Many great things have happened. I've started this channel. I've started speaking my truth on YouTube to you guys. It's a wonderful thing that has come out of it. But, this also triggered my spiritual awakening, waking up to many things in my life that needed to change. And as we know, change isn't easy. Change is never easy. So I want to wish you all the best. If you have a lot of planets in Pisces or mutable signs, I want to wish you all the best for this transit. I know it's going to be amazing for you. If it is challenging, what I can say is that you are going to grow. You are going to change. Challenges in our life trigger changes in our life. Challenges in our life trigger growth and expansion in our life. It's the Saturn-like challenges that allow us to experience the growth of Jupiter, right? So understand that if you're going through challenging times in life, if you're going through hard times, which is what Saturn represents, you will always get through it. It will always pass. It will always go away. It can never last forever. It always triggers the growth. It always triggers the change. Right? I went through a lot of anxiety in high school, and the only thing that really did was trigger my growth and my ascension and my spiritual ascension. It's what made me realize, I need to focus on myself. I need to meditate. I need to eat right. I need to come out in nature and focus on my mind, right? So these challenges in our life are going to trigger spiritual realizations. They're going to trigger growth in your life. So the next time you're going through these hard things, don't look down on it. Don't feel bad about it. You're going to change. You're going to change in a massive way, right? That's what I want to say to finish off this video with Saturn and Pisces. Big shifts in energy, and it's so crazy that it's happening on the day of the full moon in Virgo. Saturn entering Pisces on the day of the full moon in Virgo. It's really wild. It's really wild energy shifts going on. I want to wish you all a wonderful day. I want to wish you all a wonderful Saturn and Pisces season. I don't think there's anything else that I really wanted to say about it that I'm forgetting, but happy Saturn and Pisces season to all of you. I want to wish you all a wonderful day, wonderful time in your life. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment down below whatever you please, whatever you wish. It's also a special day because you got to see my hair for the first time in a while. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for tuning in to this message, Saturn and Pisces. Finally, I also want to say, set your intentions for this time. This morning I was meditating, setting good intentions, thinking about Saturn and Pisces, and thinking about it in a positive light. Yes, there's going to be new challenges, new difficulties, but we will get through them. We will get through them, and we will grow, and we will ascend, and we will change. And it's going to be so amazing. So very amazing. So thank you for being here. Much love, much abundance, much transformation to you on this day. And I want you to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.